Gunny here. I just thought it would be really appropriate to give you a little Christmas poetry. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. You know, if a creature like a mouse was stirring in my house, Mrs. Gunny would be after me to get my air rifle and hunt that vicious beast down, because she doesn't like mice, snakes, rats, none of those things. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Forget it, he's always late. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Sugar plums. Now see, it's an old poem. I don't really know what a sugar plum is. I have to use logic. I'm thinking a plum is a fruit that grows on a tree. And if you have a sugar plum, that means you've got a fruit that grows. It's a plum made out of pure sugar, and that doesn't sound healthy to me. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap. How many of you wear a cap to bed anymore? In kerchief, Mrs. Gunny comes in just like she was born. Had just settled down for a long winter's nap when out on the lawn there rose such a clatter. I sprung from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. Now, I don't know about you people. I believe pretty sure that I would be stopping by the gun safe. If I heard something going on down in my front yard, it just seems to me like I'm going to be armed before I throw open the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. Southern California once again. We don't have any snow here. But I can use my imagination. I'm okay with that. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. That's a beautiful sight. It's a cute sight, I think. Little tiny reindeer and a little old driver, so lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. Well, no kidding. Who else would it be? Peter Pan? The Tooth Fairy? It's Christmas time. Of course it's going to be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his reindeer they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. Wonder who named those. There's some strange names there. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. So up to the housetop, reindeer they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. That sounds really cool, sounds really fun, sounds so sweet and nice. Out here in California, we have tile roofs. Even a man walks on that roof, you're going to crack the tile, you're going to break the tile. If this happened every year, what happens is we have a one-story house. We don't have a fireplace. We don't have a chimney for him to come down. Therefore, Santa would land out in the green yard somewhere, and he would have to come in the door. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. So there you go, see, down the chimney right away. That wouldn't work here. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot. Wonder how Peter would feel about that. And his clothes were all tarnished with acid and soot. Ashes and soot. Yeah, I guess if you're coming down people's doggone chimneys, you're going to be a little dirty. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Sounded like old Santa needs to go on a weight program. Maybe graze a little. Green stuff like cabbage, lettuce, good healthy stuff. You're a little overweight here. He was chubby and plump. See, it says it right there. A right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. Like I said, I would have stopped by the safe and I picked up my GLOCK anyway, and I wouldn't have been afraid of anything to begin with. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk and laying his finger aside of his nose. Now in the old Kansas cornfield, you put your finger on the side of your nose is to clear the sinuses out. Then you will put your, well, anyway, he's worked it out here where it kind of does magic. And it says right here, aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. It would kill him here because there's no chimney, Santa. He sprung to a sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. Now don't even think that I'm going to explain that to you because that down of a thistle, I have no idea. But I heard him exclaim when he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Now see down here it actually says Happy Holidays, but somebody got a hold of this and tried to politically correct it, you know. So anyway, there's your poem. That makes me feel better. I've donated. I've hopefully lightened up your load. Now your only concern is what are you going to get everybody for Christmas?